G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Bloodied plasma pistol with the last round in the magazine having a 25% chance to do 2 times damage and a 90% reduced weight. Now, originally I was going to do yet another Bloodied Lucky variant of weapon because this would be an extremely powerful variant of said legendary setup, but we're going to try things different today. We're going to go for the 2 times damage. The whole thing where I'm getting a crit every other shot is still going to apply here, so if we can synergize that with that, then we might actually do pretty well here. So I've got a calibrated capacitor for getting a lot of critical damage when we do shoot those criticals, which is going to be super useful. In terms of how plasma guns and sometimes laser guns are set up, there's little things that you want more from these than calibrated. Calibrated is the way to go for damage output. You just need to do a lot of crits to actually see a huge benefit out of that. So we've got the sniper barrel on this, which will kind of synergize well with the last shot legendary effects because the magazine size will be 9. If we make the barrel like sawn off and have the little stub barrel here, that'll increase the mag capacity to 30, which is heaps, but we'll also lose most of that range. I think it'll be at like just over 100-ish range, something like that. So we'll be able to snipe a little bit easy with this, which is great. It's also got a pistol grip and a reflex sight. That'll help out in VATS cost as well. Unfortunately, you can't get anything like an aligned grip as far as I know. I grabbed the plans and scrapped about 100 of these bad boys and never got anything better than a bruising grip. But that's okay because I think that's going to increase bash damage and possibly have the condition bar a little bit bigger, and a reflex sight, good for, I've already mentioned that, but it's good for VATS usage. So doing 44 and 43, pay attention to those numbers because the difference is 1 in favor of the ballistic side right now. But as we go and apply these perks, we've got to make sure we check the gunslinger ones are actually the ones installed. There we go, done. And we'll also be shoving on Bloody Mess just to extend our damage out a little bit further. Critical savvy, better criticals there, very good. Serendipity is there because it's not a suppressed weapon, so probably going to get shot. If we get shot, coin flips chance, so it'll be on us to basically kill anything before we get too overwhelmed anyway. That might be a little bit difficult with the low mag capacity, but we'll find a way through it. We've got follow through as well if we want to get some extra stuff on a sneak attack critical target. Myler, Queen, Swan, possibly a Scorch Beast, and a little bit of that for some crowd control. What I might do is, I think Tears was going on about this the other day. It's like a Grenadier does increase the radius of your explosive perks, explosive legendary, and I have definitely noticed that these legendary perks, they explode. It's massive now, so I see no reason to object to that idea. And also Nerd Rage is there. We're going to be using Nerd Rage. And now we're doing 65 and 75. So for some reason, the energy damage here is calculated slightly differently. I wonder if we're looking at the difference between additive and multiplicative here. Not really sure. So we'll quickly go through the armor here because it's all good. AP refresh unyielding stuff, which is going to be good for smashing out VATS. This is also going to reduce ammo weight. That's boring. But this one, harder to detect while sneaking. That's actually Winter's, or one of Winter's old pieces that she no longer needs. So ain't that nice. And we've also got a couple of these things here to increase our effectiveness. Just a bunch of stuff that fixes our strength. Because I've got a little suit that you get from this scoreboard run. I've also changed the hair. It's still Brooke, but she's dressed up in a weird leotard thing, but with pants. I remember seeing the concept art on End of Survivalists, or not the concept, or just the data miner, what they found. And they had no pants on the leotard, so it was kind of weird. Everyone thought that was weird, so they added pants for most of them. Just putting that out there, bit of trivia for you. Okay, now we're in Bloodied mode, which makes a lot of sense if you're playing as a female character because that's kind of their natural bodily functions, and we're pissed off because of that. I'm expecting a lot of dislikes, but it is what it is. So now we're doing 109 and 140, so the gap has yet increased even more, so that's cool. I like seeing that energy damage. Kind of wish these were flipped around because energy damage is weak and impotent, but whatever. Okay, so welcome to the feminine hygiene product facility. We gotta get ourselves kitted up, and it costs a lot when you're running with 5 angels in this game. So, the ammo reference here is just basically 1400 if you want to have that in the back of your minds as we're going along here. And you'll note from the range of this that we get a lot of range. A lot of range. And we don't have to worry about dumping our mag a lot all the time because we can sneak and snipe from all the way back here and basically not ever use the last shot legendary effect because, well, we never emptied the magazine. Also, I've made a quick change because I noticed I didn't have gun fu on. And as you can tell, with gun fu on, I was able to sit on the top of that trailer and basically snipe everything away from here. So I'm thinking to myself, this thing's really good, and I really like the plasma caster. So how does this thing stack up? I think this does a lot less damage than the plasma caster. It's in a small rifle-based form because Fallout 3 made plasma rifles the same size as like assault rifles, but a little bit bigger. And, you know, originally the plasma guns were big old plasma casters like you see in the 2D Fallout. So I expect them to have a little bit less power, but we've got a high rate of fire. And I'm thinking that if we see these projectiles, look how fast they go. Now, admittedly, we don't get all the kick-ass traces that we get out of the plasma caster itself, but that's way more reliable for hitting stuff at range, which is one of the major shortcomings. Plus, it's a pistol, it's lighter, more usable in VAT, so are we onto a sleeper weapon here? And we'll see if we can get some use out of this last shot legendary effect. I think that's kind of a dummy and nothing. Even like on a double barrel shotgun, I would prefer crit damage. Probably not fire rate on a double barrel shotgun, but fire rate in this case would be significantly better. Alright, so here we are inside of the feminine hygiene production facility thing, and I want you to keep these two numbers in mind. Not specifically, but just have them, the value that you get. So like 249 damage or something, just say 250 when you add them both up. Now if we go over and start shooting at stuff, you'll see that we're getting quite a little bit more than that. And where's the dog? The dog usually one-shots me, little bastard. There you are, mate. And if we add even more criticals onto that, 804 damage there. And whoops, bad time to reload there. Didn't get that much damage there. Guess we didn't roll the last shot legendary effect, just getting a little bit over 300. But as you can tell, this thing can pull a lot of damage out of seemingly nowhere, which is great. 600 damage ain't nothing, right? And couple that with its ability just to have a little bit more range, you can snipe off stuff a little bit more easily. You might have a decent enough weapon which you can use at Scorched Earth to basically do nothing but have a look. Come on, reload please. Bad time to pick a stim pack. You could use it in Scorched Earth just to get your allotted damage against the Scorched Beast Queen before someone moves in with a dodgy weapon and kills it instantly. Had one of those runs today. That was interesting. A whole bunch of people were angry reacting and thumbs downing, so, you know, we just need a vigilante system so we can basically bully those types of players off the server, and then that'll be good. But as you can tell, this thing's crushing. It's doing really well. It's like a little baby plasma caster. When it grows up, it wants to be a big, strong, bloodied, lucky plasma caster. We're not going to tell it that it can't grow up to be strong because it's a machine, it's a gun, and they don't generally grow unless maybe they will in the next Borderlands game. But, you know, we're going to let it dream. We'll keep on going. There's level 429. And the gun fu here should be okay as long as we get multiple targets. Why would I target that if I couldn't hit it, game? Who knows? It is beyond my very comprehension. But we can wall hack that guy behind the steel girder. And then completely throw off his aim by standing behind it. There's another doggo. He goes down. Good old one-shot kills galore here, which is good stuff. Quite like that. Now, Bethesda doesn't, so you better not let them catch wind of this. But I think I have to stress again that the last shot legendary effect is doing basically nothing here. It's not doing a whole lot, so I don't know. Even on a weapon with the mag size of 9, you're getting through them fairly quickly, even though it takes 1, 2, maybe possibly 3 shots to kill an enemy. It just doesn't seem that good. It seems like almost a nothing legendary effect. Something Bethesda put there to dilute the loot pool so we don't get what we want all the time. Possibly. If we want a tinfoil hat about this. Okay, so a slow firing low mag capacity against a bunch of ghouls. What could possibly go wrong here? Well, potentially nothing if we one-shot every single target in our sights, which is great. That one's a pair of legs. That's okay. He grew out the ceiling. And now it's on. So we'll try to use a little bit of gun through here. We managed to exit VATS as we were shooting there to actually hit him in the arm and get what I believe to be a stagger there. Maybe we crippled his arm by shooting it. Yeah, alright. I don't know how much limb damage this thing would usually output, but it looks like if I hit this in the leg... Oh yeah, you aren't going anywhere, buddy. Well, actually, yes you are, because you're a legendary and will mutate, but... Well, under normal circumstances would have stopped you in your tracks right there, so interesting. Now, I don't have any, like, lame filler perks like Modern Renegade, and there we go, there's Grenadier. Boosting far-flung firework there. That was a massive explosion for no reason. Unfortunately, unlike the melee perks that don't go through walls and shit. Bloody legendaries galore in here. Nothing good though. It is what it is. It's kind of the game there. Most of the time you'll just get random filler junk. But that's okay. We get the good drops, we keep them. And then we become overpowered. Then Bethesda nerfs us and the whole thing starts all over again. A vicious loop. Now... Ooh, gotta reload first. Don't know if we got... Ooh. Alright, we're treadmilling now. That's fine, gotta keep the cardio up. It's always a nice idea just to get yourself into a bit of fitness every now and then. It's good for the heart, good for the body, good for the soul. Keep going. And we've been pretty sneaky through this, haven't been overrun by a ton of ghouls. Yet another legendary with more crap on him. And I'm in a world server, so don't worry about me not picking them up. It wouldn't mean anything anyway. And we've got a fat ass over there, which is legendary. Alright. I was waiting for a stagger there, but he just like got out of the stagger as soon as I stopped looking at him, because standard. Well, looks like we found the breaking point. If you're ever in a close quarters situation with a giant fat ass ghoul who is also legendary, then you're shit out of luck, pal. And... surprisingly, your legs are also a little bit more on the resistance side too. I try to go for that trick. Oh god. I'm in the corner again. Not twice, damn it. Not twice. That was really dumb. Like, literally never go for anything but headshots because that guy's limbs seem super immune to anything. Can't believe that happened twice. I'm an idiot. Okay, lesson learned. It's dangerous to be in close quarters with a weapon like this. Now, luckily for me, the rest of this video is going to be in faraway, strange places where I'm getting 1,000 damage per hit against crackheads. Oh, yeah. That's what you want to see. Yes, very nice. And we didn't get the hit there, but that's okay. And since I know that the last shot legendary effect doesn't do much, or basically the chances of it actually proccing is basically nothing, I'm going to swap for a fresh mag here, and we'll take out Swan the old-fashioned way of just sneaking, finding the headshot. Good enough, we'll go for that. And then whiffing a bunch of 95% shots. That's okay. We took him out pretty easily regardless of that. He barely got through his raw animation despite having that kill time cut with a reload in the middle. Alright, looks like the crackhead's already starting to biff with the crabs, so we'll go over here and try to snipe them. Now, we've got concentrated fire, and with a semi-automatic weapon, we still get the whole big 20%. Yet another legendary. This server's chockers full of them. And you know what the best part is? It's completely wasted, because I'm on a world server, but, you know, it is what it is. Milet King, he goes down. Sorry, I had a Milet Queen on my mind, because that is going to be the main foe here. Yeah, okay, just get staggered by sound waves, sure, whatever. Is it like a bubble of water they shoot at you? Just hucking loogies at you? Who knows? At least that one didn't carry poison, so I guess that bug has been uncovered and exposed. Dumb. Alright, also, observe the plasma grenade explosion with Grenadier. Look at that, it's massive. Milet Queen reckons, shit, that's pretty scary. And we'll keep on going. This will take a few magazines. Her face is being crippled, so that's good. There goes her ability to detect me. She's going to get a little bit closer. Bad move. See you later. Still got double XP, which is currently also wasted here in a world server, but what can you do, eh? Okay, time to test this thing at more extreme ranges, eh? Now, what we could do here is just try to snipe away at a Scorched Beast over here, and generally we're more likely to hit him, I feel like, than I would be with a weapon of the caster variety, or a plasma of the caster variety, the big one. Although we don't get to look at the sick-ass tracers that it fires. I know I already mentioned this, but I gotta mention it again because I really do like the tracer effect that you get. The big, giant bolts of green electricity around your projectiles. Like, who doesn't love that stuff? Also, looking at the VATS cost, look how many VATS shots you get. Couple that with its concentrated fire abilities, you take 4 or 5 shots and then you're good to go. And apparently, the Scorched Beast has to take a little slash before battle. Or maybe there's something down there. I don't know. Most of this fight thus far has been against the Scorched Thrall now, which is okay with me. And you're thirsty, you need to go away. Did you love it when they chase you down? They're right close to you. Sometimes they're like, you know, this one's got an explosive weapon, so you'll get it. So we're kind of tickling the Scorched Beast from out here, but she'll be right, mate. This one's a bit closer. Is he going to land? No, you're going to piss. That's annoying. He's got hit by a sledgehammer. Cheap shot, mate. Get out of here. Only I'm allowed to make sneak criticals. He didn't go to the Ratchet and Clank school of only attacking you if you're on screen. And I would like you to come closer, Scorched Beasts. Come fight me like a real bat. Thank you. Right, we'll find the head and we'll mag dump the crap out of it. And falling a little bit short here. I gotta say that if I was using a lucky variant of this, I think we got cucked by the grass there in VATS. But at least we get to see the plasma bolts bend it like Beckham. It's kind of out of focus, but I notice. Hopefully you can notice at home too. And if you're watching on a phone, you probably need to get a bigger screen to see it. But this thing just cleans up, and we're barely, what, less than 400 rounds into this, which is like maybe what you'd get out of it. It's a Scorched Leader. Okay, I can't VATS ya. I'll snipe ya. Much easier to hit a moving target. There we go. Got him. Got him good. I saw another one. It's alright. Let's see if I can't pull the rabbit out of the hat here. We'll have a shot of Rad Shield just in case we get a little bit too close. I don't think we'll be able to, but one can hope. Nope. You know what? 2 Scorched Beasts were enough. I think you get the idea of this thing. It's like a little baby plasma caster. And it's for a gunslinger build, which means you're going to have a bunch of agility anyway, so there's not a whole lot you can do wrong with this, because most of the time you're not going to be able to utilize sneak bonuses anyway. So I have to say that this is one of the better picks for a gunslinger build. And I think a lot of people sleep on the plasma gun in this game. Maybe not so much the Enclave plasma gun, but sure you can get better DPS with a flamer, but you can't get the range and the gun through potential like this out of a sniper barrel. So even if you are just looking for something new to do, grab yourself a plasma gun plan. You can get one at the Watoga robot. You know, break them down, make yourself a plasma gun, play around with it a bit, and see what you feel like afterwards. Because, you know, if this thing was slightly better on ammo, if I was slightly better on creating ammo, I would consider dailying this sort of thing because I've enjoyed it that much, which I don't say lightly. So go ahead, check it out if you want. If you don't want to, then that's fine. If you can get yourself an anti-armor lucky, or a Bloodied lucky, Aristocrats lucky maybe, if you've got the double lucky where you got 50% less VATS, the quicker crit refilling, then you could have basically any prefix on it. But yeah, it's good. Should definitely try it out if you're looking for something a little bit different. So I've actually used under 400 rounds there, which I think is incredibly efficient. So that's good. Thank you very much for watching, guys.